Welcome back, and quick video number 2. I did get going last night kind of late, so I didn't get much done, but I mean it goes really quick. The first thing I started with, I kind of went out of order from the manual. The manual has you starting putting the nose gear in. I just wanted to get the servos kind of the pain in the butt. What I thought was going to be a pain in the butt, but so far hasn't been too bad. So the rotor servo, fairly simple. The tray comes off here. It's held on by 4 pretty big screws. It's real beefy. Has a mount like this. It's it's hard to see it, but this is actually a little clip together mount. Has one of these glued in on the inside. Fits perfect for those servos because, like I said, those KST servos are, well, here, I'll just show you guys. I know, I don't know what brand. I'm pretty sure it's what they use for the plug and play. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna have to use my hand here. There we go. The focus. Yeah, I noticed a lot of my videos yesterday didn't focus either, so there you go. The GDW HVs, I mean, it looks just like the KSTs, just black. So that's that little bracket. It's hard to see, and I'm upside down, but that little mounting system is what they put on the inside. But yeah, so there's the nose gear, nose door servo, so I don't have to fool with that. That's a plus. But that's what they essentially is what is mounted on the inside of the rotor. Use my little handy servo driver to center the servo. Put servo horn on there, and of course they're always off a little bit, so you use your sub trims. Or if you don't want to use sub trims, just adjust the rod. Perfect world, don't use sub trims, but this isn't. The geometry isn't as critical on something like this, like a helicopter. We were doing all the mixing or pattern guys, you want to be precise. But I still try to do it, as close as I can and try to use as little sub trims as I can. The problem, I'm sure this jet, like most jets, is the end points. You end up having to use these longer servo arms to get things outside of the jet, and then you only end up going like that much of throw. And so people make the mistake of dialing down their endpoints and stuff, kills the resolution of the servo. So I always try to go down as far as I can on the servo arm, and far out on the rudder, the control horn. So there is a mechanical advantage you can see on this one, so that'll help with any kind of flutter issues. I might can go down one more hole. That way it keeps, just gives me more throw that I can use versus cutting endpoints. And I put a little washer on the screw just in case it pops off the ball. This prevents it from gumming off the screw. Just a personal preference. I've never, knock on wood, I've never had one fail. But just some little extra security. Comes with the 2.5 mil little screw with a lock nut on both sides, and same thing when you mount the servo. It's 4 little screws with lock nuts on the inside. So, and then you use the wood screws here to attach it. So nothing crazy there. So shouldn't have any issue getting full flow or full throw, not flow. The only thing I have noticed is you can kind of see it right here. May have to sand just a little bit there, depending on how much throw these have built in. What they recommend throw. It's just not straight, so it needs to be sanded a little bit there. After that, I moved on to the elevators. A little bit harder, just because of the tight space. I actually use my metal rods, or my servo horns, servo arms. I can't talk today. Still early, still drinking my first cup of coffee. And to get them in, they go in like this, and then the screws come from the bottom side. So I did get one installed last night before I called it quits, and it's hard hard to see in there, but there you go. It just pushes in the slots that they sit in fit perfect for these servos. So that's a plus. I didn't have to trim or work anything. The hard part's drilling the holes for the screws, and it doesn't come with the screws, but the servos themselves come with these little screws, which is what I use. And if you don't have one of these little guys, one of these hand drills, you know, for servo rod or servo screws, best tool I've got. So just put the servo in, hand drill, four holes, and then run the screws in. Put a little glue on them if you want, and that's what holds them in. That's it so far. I'll try to get more done today. Like I said, it's work day and I have other things going on. I actually have to get working on a jet months motor. Guy couldn't get any help from the factory or anything, so I'm helping him out. But anyways, you guys have a good one, and take it easy.